Dogs. Dogs on the property. We have one dog. It's a German Shepherd Husky mix, and we love her. She's a great family dog. She loves her son. She loves all of us. I think she might be protective, but she's a family dog. You know, very much into being with us and part of our family. When I read stories to my son at night, she's right there on the bed, lying down right beside him, and listening to the stories as I read them and as our son reads back to me. It's a great moment. It's a great time. But the problem is that if you have a dog that is a runner, I mean, we have 10 acres. So you think, oh, you got property, you can let your dog run free, no big deal. Well, we also have a lot of wildlife, deer, moose, elk up here, bear, wolf, coyotes. And our dog, when she takes off, is she goes off the property. We've tried training her on this. We've tried several different techniques, but she just is going to be a runner. It's in her nature. So we bought a 25-foot lead line to keep her on the property, and then we take her for walks with us, hikes with us, and we take her lead line with us if we're going to go off and do like a sledding activity. You can see in our sledding video that she kind of bounces in and out off her lead line while we're sledding. And it really is a shame that we can't just let her run with us. And maybe when she gets older and a little bit slower, she'll stick around more often. The other danger of having a dog on property is if your dog leaves the property and the neighbor sees that dog as a threat, the neighbor in this area, Northern Idaho, has the right to shoot your dog and kill your dog right there. We worry about that. Our neighbor is, all our neighbors know our dog pretty much, and they tend to know when she gets loose, but she's pretty harmless. But if she got off and killed the chicken, I mean, it's the property owner's right to shoot that dog. You can't go hunting the dog onto someone else's property, but the dog's on your property harassing your livestock or harassing you. Under Idaho's constitution, you have the right to protect your property. That is actually in the Idaho list of individual rights in the Constitution of Idaho. You have the right to defend your property. So if a dog is coming over and messing with your livestock or messing with you, you have the right to shoot it. So we worry about our dog. She's not a threat to anybody, but if she got someone's chickens or something like that, just because she likes to, hear the noises they make, and that could be a problem. Well, the other day she took off with the lead line attached to her, and that was really scary for all of us because it was snowing. She's not a big barker, so she doesn't really let you know where she's at when she's running around. But we have forest all around us, and when she took off, it was snowing very heavily. Her tracks very quickly started to disappear. And, well, it kind of leads to a panic. You got a son that feels responsible for her getting away. You got us trying to find her, and it's getting, more difficult. And then finally, thank goodness we found her. Because if she had gotten that lead line wrapped around a tree, and we couldn't find her or hear her, goodbye dog, especially if she's on the neighbor's property. So just to be aware of dogs and property, as an owner, you have to be responsible for your animals. You cannot let your animals go and harass your neighbors. You can't allow that. In Northern Idaho, it's not going to happen for very long before your animal disappears. You can't just have your dog running wild unless your dog is kind of a natural homebody and stays around to protect the family or property, then great. Your dog will do well. But if you have a runner like we do, you got to take precautions or you're going to lose your dog. Right now, my dog is right over there. Dreaming of her next escape. And so this next clip is me finding her after an hour and a half of searching for her around the property, around the neighbor's property, calling, yelling, trying to find her. And it turns out that she came back to the property and got stuck on our old derelict cabin on the property. And we would have never found her if I hadn't heard just a little bit of a yip, just a little, whimper, because it wasn't loud. She was very quiet. She was I just kind of caught her, just a sound of it, and just started searching, kind of did a circle search pattern and worked my way away from the house. And then I got to the old cabin, and this is what I found.
Well, you had an adventure, didn't you, Cinder? Caused a whole lot of worry. And you got a little bit stuck, didn't you? That's what happens. Now imagine what would happen if you were in the forest and that happened. Uh-huh. So look, you're pretty tangled up, so you're going to just stay right there until I get the leash. Is that appropriate behavior, huh? To tangle up your lead line like that and take off running on Kurt? Is that the right thing to do? Yeah, you should feel pretty bad about that, huh? That's a bad dog. Yeah, bad girl. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. Nope, that was very bad. All right, I'm going to go get the leash, and I'm going to get you out of here, okay?